Entering pause screen. Resume. Entering for your peer-to-peer. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56. Let's pick it up.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Wait, that fly 20. Right there, 54 miles. I got one. Alert!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Brady now to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. He's at the 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, an even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And some space here. There he goes left side. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one. Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line? I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry. As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere. Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 2nd down. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass. Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall.
add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a play fake. Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Breeze going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check it out, Reed.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Second down and goal. Breeze looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run it here. This is James White. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 66 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty.
Exit game. Yes, exit to menu. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match is selected. Entering main menu screen NFL playoffs. Baltimore Ravens select New Detroit, Washington Red, New York, New Los Washington Red, New Seattle, New Orleans, ready, use, red, no, play, no S Paytons, entering, ready, GB, live, no, SFK Shanahan selected. Denby, Left Kitchen selected. Ready.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Ready, set.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11 on the ground. Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Breeze. Cook with a first down and much more. And he finds Cook. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is Harris. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. You got Rodney. You got
Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. They'll run. This is Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Easy, opposite.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic.